Oh no. What's going on in there, eh, Gerry? Oh, hang on. Do you have a bit of hay stuck to you? You do. You do. Who's that little scamper? Okay. Oh, oh. There we go. There we go. Morning, Thomas. Wait, where did that one... Did you just ping that towards me? Scored a goal, Fifi. How are you doing today, Thomas? How's it going? Oh, it is a cold day today. I suspect I'll be saying that a lot for the rest of the year. It'll be like that. Good morning, Joe. How's it going? Yes, 'tis a chilly one. Good morning, Bumpykins. I love Gerry's little ears going up when he hears pellets, even though he's already eating pellets. Good morning, Boba. Morning, Rowdy. Good morning, Minion and Palin. Yeah, definitely a day to stay snuggled. Minion, thank you very much for the 48 months. How are you doing? How's it going? I feel like, do you know when you get that feeling that you've forgotten something? I walked into the kitchen and I was like, I pick up the bowl for the bunny's pellets and I'll get blah, blah, blah. And I got into the kitchen and I was like, I've got the bowl, but I don't remember why else I came in. And now I know in like however long it's going to hit me and I'll be like, oh, of course I had to do that. But I forgot. But yeah, I feel like that every day. Good morning, Sparky. Walnut, thank you very much for the 32 months. Good morning. And thank you for the follow, Eric. I think it's just like having... I don't do well when the schedule is slightly squiffy. And I think because of Jingle Jam, it's one of those things that every day I'm like, wait, what am I doing today? What is this one? Every time I leave work, I always feel like I've forgotten something, but I know I haven't. 4 years since I first saw you on a Jingle Jam stream. Ah. Oh my gosh. Which stream was that? Trying to think what I think I got to do a tabs that year. Not sure what else I did the first year. I was in the network. Oh, the one with Becky, of course. Oh, that was lovely. Xander, good morning. Good morning from an archaeological monitoring site, which is going fine, honest. Oh no. I was looking, that reminds me, I was looking at renting morning, Rob. Renting metal detectors the other day, and I went down this rabbit hole of morning, Dave, of like finding metal detecting Facebook groups that were selling their second-hand ones and all of this stuff. And the morning line with morning megalomaniac. First remember seeing you do karaoke with Alex singing Hallelujah. Ah. Well, today is a singing day as well. It be the longest Johns. I could have brought my metal detector down for you to borrow. Ah, well, Rob, as your present has finally arrived, you could have come down now to collect it and collect your metal detector back. But yeah, I found out that there's actually like a metal detecting festival. Oh, that's not like Fifi. I've been worried about Fifi recently. Because she is, I don't know. Oh, well, that's not like either of them now. Should I do a hecking concern? Or do they just not? Maybe Gerry thinks that she finished, so there must not be any left. I don't know. Are you okay, Fifi? A snoof. Fifi, do you want any more? Well, that's very strange from the both of you. Did you just hear a weird noise? She's not been committing as many crimes, no. I don't know what's going on with her. Oh, bless her. Good morning, Emily. But yeah, it's called Detectival. And I was like, oh, that does look really cool. I've got until Detectival 2025 to get into metal detecting. Coco, thank you very much for the 58 months. And at tier 2. Hello. I hope you're doing good. Is it in Bristol? I don't actually know. It was linked in a Bristol. I mean, I imagine they must move it around, right? Is it? I wonder if it's just that they find, like, they get access to different places or something, and maybe there are weird noises we can't hear. Yeah, maybe. But she was a bit like, I think it was 2 days ago. She didn't want her crunchy stick, and that's not like her. Well, I guess to be fair, if they were detecting on a beach, that would work, because stuff washes up on beaches like every single day. I guess that would make more sense than a field. But the pictures were all in a field, so I don't know. But yeah, when you go down to like Lyme Regis, you can go down to the beach one day and there'd be nothing, and you go down to the next day and all of a sudden there's like there's loads. But yeah, this looked like it was in a field, and there were people who had like loads of fancy coins and all of this stuff. Beach detecting is popular because you don't need permission, just a license, which is quite cheap, I think. I did see some people being like, you have to get your metal detecting passport to Xander, what's wrong? Wait, is it frowned upon for people to detect in fields? Is there like a archaeology metal detectorist rivalry that goes on that we don't know about? Good morning, Shadow. Because I thought at first, if there's permission, it's fine, but we have beef. Well, I'd assume if they're doing like because it's like a proper festival, where they've got, so they must get permission if they're having like, because they look like they had about like 100 to 200 odd people turning up, so I imagine they must get permission. I don't think they'd be that rogue, surely. Morning, D. You get stinky nighthawks who detect on the sly for profit. Like those two in the Detectorists, the ones who are a bit rogue. Mayhomps. But yeah, when I first saw it, I assumed that it was like they hide specific coins for the festival around and people have to go and find them. But I don't think it is. I think it is that they just sort of, get permission for a particular field, and then they just invite people to go and check it out. I guess a bit like in that episode of the Detectorists where they have like a day before the field is getting turned over for development or something, so they just get permission for it and invite people down, and they're all just very they just give it a good going over. But yeah, doesn't Nowsy do? I know he does. What's the magnet fishing? I know he does that. I don't know if he does or has done that, I should say. I don't know if he does metal detecting. Detectoristing. Hello. Hello, baby boy. I wonder if Fifi's a bit cold. I'm worried about her tummy. Maybe I should do her heaty pad. But yeah, Kirsty and I were talking about doing it. Should go magnet fishing. Yeah, we've talked about doing, because there are places in Bristol where people do go magnet fishing. I think I prefer the idea of, I don't know. I think for me, I'd prefer the idea of like digging something up out of a field rather than pulling something up out of a river. I know Kirsty's into like magnet fishing and mudlarking and stuff, but I think I'm more I think I'd rather put my hands in the earth than in a river, personally. Come on in, Ginge. And I think a lot of the time the stuff you can get out of rivers is, I don't know, a bit more chunky and difficult to dispose of. Like just signs that people have thrown in. And the place I work at has volunteer. Oh, that's cool. That sounds good. Come on in, Anno. River smells worse than a field. I think also just like reaching into a river and not knowing if you're gonna, I don't know, have leeches on your hand or something. I don't know. But who knows? But I think, to be honest, doing the like finding treasures in Lyme Regis was good enough for me. I liked that because it's got like a Victorian dump that's eroding. So occasionally you go down there and all these like Victorian poison bottles and all of this stuff. And I found like marbles and things like that. It's really cool. Here metal detectors are illegal unless you have permission, but for some reason magnet fishing is completely fine. My friends that go magnet fishing a lot. Ah, good money, Raven. But yeah. Yeah, it's that I'm channeling my inner bunny with wanting to dig. But oh my gosh, so I watched, speaking of marbles, I watched the qualifiers the other day for Marble League, and they keep on advertising the new merch that they do, like the actual marble run where you can buy the different sets of marbles as well. And I was just like, every time it came on, I was just looking at Alex like, oh. It feels weird not doing it as a watch along, but I think just because of it being so in the middle of Jingle Jam and then Christmas, it's just too difficult to try to organise it at the moment. Stuff in rivers is seldom in its original content, so magnet fishing is fine. Okay. I think, why do they show it different times a year? I guess it could depend on if they got like a sponsorship or a like a brand deal or something that pushed everything back. Because I'm not very good at keeping up with like the Marbula One and all of that stuff. So I've not really been keeping an ear to the ground of what's been happening in between the leagues. But yes. Still good fun. My team from last year didn't qualify. I had a year when, I always bounce between two teams anyway because I loved them both. But I had a year where my main team didn't qualify, so I supported my other team, and they ended up winning in what I must say was one of the best finals I've ever seen. I think it's like the most tense final I've ever I've ever watched in Marvel League. It was so good. I was actually thinking of going back and rewatching it recently because I was thinking about it again. Which is, Jerry's in a very awkward place where basically I can't lean forward any further to get his little head, because otherwise I'll be, oh, maybe I can I? So you're a glory hunter. No, I'm not. I'm not an O'Rangers or a Savage Speeders fan. Those are the ones where people just, it's just going for the ones that always do well. Whereas the teams I root for, I mean, well, like I just say, sometimes they don't even qualify. But yeah, no, I go between Momo and Pinkies because they never seem to qualify together. So I'm usually Momo. But yeah, that year when Momo didn't qualify, I went all in on Pinkies because they're always my lovely. I feel like they're always just happy to be there. Emma, thank you very much for the 30 months. 30 years of bunny. Thank you. I resemble that remark. I'm an Rangers fan because it was the first team I got in the watch-alongs. I'm loyal. Going back primary. I mean, when I'm watching the qualifiers, it's one of those things that I'm like, I always, I'm always cheering for Momo and I'm always cheering for Pinkies. But during qualifiers, I'm also always cheering for Turtle Sliders and Limers as well. Just because Limers and Turtle Sliders, they're like the ultimate underdog teams. So I'm always like, it would be nice if they got through and, could give it their all and stuff. But yeah, bless them. They try. They try. It'd be nice to see a league of, like a Dad's Army style league of just those little teams. Sorry, I got distracted looking at Jerry's bum. But yeah, I mean they're not doing the showdown this year. I think Gliding Glaciers said that they weren't gonna do one. Despite your enthusiasm, I never watched the Marvels, but I feel like it's a sport I could actually understand. It is very good. It's very lovely. Wait, they are? I thought they specifically said they're not doing a showdown. I thought that's what they were saying on the qualifiers. They changed their mind. Oh, there you go. There you go. Always fun to cheer for the underdog. Yeah. It's true. I love the pig racing. Oh. Was that someone at the door? I thought I heard the slightest knock on the door. Hang on, let me peek out the window. Mary, you're in charge. Oh. Hang on a second. You still there, Gerry? Hello. Hello. That is like the quietest. There was a delivery outside. That was like the quietest I've ever heard anyone knock on the door. The fact I was here and I was like, did that just... Because sometimes when it gets really windy, it sounds like someone's doing like tiny, tiny little taps on the door. But it's just someone very quietly like, hello? Bobby just got up because he thought Bradley's door was opening. It was our door opening. Ah, oh bless. No, I didn't get a chance to. Oh wait, so I forgot. Before I forget, someone asked earlier if I'm competing in the Minecraft thing later, and I am. I got asked to last night. So I don't know if someone dropped out maybe, but yes, 2 till 5. I will be doing the Minecraft thingamabob. Secondonian, thank you very much for the 41 months. It's windy. It do be windy. You can see a very cold little pigeon outside, bless him, bracing for the wind. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be any good because I'm not very good at PvP Minecraft stuff. But I did say that when they asked me to do it, I was like, I don't have the skills, but I will have the enthusiasm. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming it, or I'll see if one of my team are, and direct you to them if so. But yes. Hopefully they will, because I tend to panic a bit when I'm expected to do to be the perspective sort of thing. But yes. Oh, baby boy, so snuggly. It is PvP. My understanding of it is that it's PvP. I think it is. I don't know. From what I've seen, it is. The wars is the PvP thing. I don't know what that is. I'll just do it from home. So I guess I've got to make sure I've got Minecraft all set up and proper. At least I assume I'm doing it from home. I think there'd be too many people for me to be in the office. But yes. Yeah, hopefully it should be good. I was out last night. Well, I was literally leaving the house to go out for my friend's birthday last night when I was asked, so I did not really get a chance to read through all of the information. So I'll be reading through that after this. I was gonna say you can recruit some new comfy guests if you go into the office. Yeah, I will be going into the office later for the Longest John's thing. So I'll be in there a bit later. But I don't know, I'm trying not to hang around the office too much for the fear of the whatchamacallit, the ills. I don't want to get ill. So I'm playing with Gerry. Has something stuck in his fur and I can't stop playing with it. Dear oh dear. Dear oh dear. But yeah, I don't want Yogg's plague. So I guess I will be putting on that first defense stuff, spraying it up the snoot, and heading in. Not hugging anyone, sing one song, and then leave. That's the plan. And then hopefully I won't be in again until full hazmat suit, yeah. I don't think I'll be in again until Saturday. Has anyone caught the Yogs plague yet? Well, I did hear of someone going in with a cold and someone else getting a bit of a sore throat from it. So I'm a bit like, I've heard Oz hasn't been feeling too good. Oh, bless her. So yeah. The trick is to stay well for the second week and then be there to take over for things when people aren't feeling well. That's what you got to do. You got to make sure that you're there as a backup plan. Because I remember, was it in the first year that I was in Yogs, or was it 2019? I can't remember. There was one year where I think in the second week, or maybe it was back when they did it for a full month, there was Kim's birthday and she was meant to have like a birthday party, and then it ended up that everyone was just so ill that no one could really be in for it. And it was just like, yeah, I think everyone had just dropped. I don't think I was part of the network that year, though. So I'm pretty sure that was 2019. But yeah. Oh, bye bye, Minion. Have a good meeting. Good morning, Sarah. Always be on standby. Yeah, that's the thing. You got to be there as a backup. Tommy, thank you very much for the 57 months. Coziest of boys. He do be. That he do be. Cozy baby, who's being very patient with me, trying to work out what's stuck in his fur. Bless him. Thank you, Gerry boy. But yeah, I'm hoping that morning, Mr. Vicious. I'm hoping no one gets too bad and it's just, a little bit of a sniffle and a tickly throat and nothing worse than that. Especially for those who the karaoke super spreader event of 2019. Yeah, there's things that I'm just gonna like. Oh, bye bye, Rob. Bye bye, Xander. Don't explode anything. That goes to both of you. There's I think there's events that I'm just going to avoid, like karaoke. I'll just stay home and not go in, and the big lots of people in the office events, I think I will try to avoid. Although Kirsty and I have got plans for the poker night for a little video, so I think we might have to be in on there. So that might be the day that I succumb. But I guess I'll just have to hope that the first defense stuff works. The little spray up the snoot. And lots of hand gel as well. It is Fifi. But at least she's up to committing crimes, because I hope that's not her just eating cardboard. Because she is worrying me at the moment with her being slightly off. Bless her. I wonder if I should go and do a heaty pad for her. I wonder if it's that she's feeling a bit cold. What's the spray thing? It's this thing that my friend swears by. You spray it up your nose, and apparently, I don't know how science this is. Apparently it creates a barrier that protects you from germs for 6 hours. So if you're popping out to the shops, you put it on and it's meant to protect your snoot. But I don't know how science that can be. I guess she swears by it though. She swears that it's good stuff. And I guess as long as you're doing that and you're not, the ideal thing would be if people who are ill just didn't go into the office, really. I think that should be the first defense. Echinacea, yeah, echinacea is meant to be very good. They've been abandoned by the boy and the girl, wherever she is. Okay, right. So, full disclosure, I haven't got their veg ready for this morning on account of the delivery that was at the door was their greens arriving. So, I am going to prop you up against a duck's bum, and you can just wait for any bunny who appears. But at the moment, I'm going to go and get their treat ready, and then I shall return. You might see a bunny in that time. You never know. Okay, BRB. You both still being shy? Hello. Hello. You feeling okay? Can I see if you would like some? Oh, what fell down there? Oh, okay, so you are doing okay. Would you like an early treat? Would you like your treat now? Fresh from the delivery? Okay. I shall be quiet. Wait. a little broccoli piece there, Fifi. There we go. Well done, bunnies. Beautiful. Perfect. There she go. Yeah, like people were saying, the bunnies are getting their advent calendar this year. Look at your little wet chops. But yeah, it's going out on YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and Instagram. Oh, that was a binky. Are there any more binkies in there? No. She's like, no, you get your one, and then I shall leave. Yeah, I felt bad that I'm not doing them in on the stream anymore, but I thought that way I can make them a bit more regulated, and for people who miss streams and stuff, they're all in that one place. Well, all in that 3 places. But yeah. Do you know, it's funny, like, I hear people say, you know, mixed things about Instagram, but Instagram is literally my favorite of the social medias. I guess maybe it's a bit stinky that it got bought out by Facebook. But I think, yeah, Instagram is the one that I've consistently been okay with. Whereas the others, I fall out of love with. Instagram's your favorite too, Kat? Yeah, good morning. I've had trouble with Blue Sky. Obviously, you know, everyone accepts Twitter is a hellscape. But I just never got on board with Instagram, and now it feels too late. It's not too late. Please start a Charlie Instagram. I would love it so much. Just don't read the comments. See, I guess the thing is, because I use Instagram in a way that I use social media in a very antisocial way. Basically, I use Instagram because I want to remind myself of things that I've done. So it's basically just like a public photo album for me. Morning, Katie. So I just like being, you know, occasionally I'll just scroll back through it and be like, oh, I remember when I went to this place. Or like, what year was it that I went to, you know, Lyme Regis or something? And I'll scroll through and be like, oh, there's Lyme Regis. Oh, that was lovely. So I just use it as like a little memories board more than anything, or like a little archive. Whereas on other things, and I also like that everything is just sort of like, was it a different name of the calendar that told you what? Oh yeah, they've not done it this year. Usually on the back it would say like on the 1st is blueberry and banana, and on the 2nd is strawberry and raspberry. But this year they just say all of the ingredients for everything. It doesn't have it, because I used to like reading out what the individual ones were, but it's not done it this year. But that's why I like Instagram. And also from like a creator point of view, I like that I have control over, I can delete comments and I can block people and I can, you know, all of that stuff. If I just want to put something out that I don't want public responses to, I can do it as a story. And from that perspective, it feels a lot safer. Whereas Blue Sky, I have received more horrible things on Blue Sky than I did in like 2 posts than I did in my like 15 years on Twitter. So I have not been impressed with Blue Sky at all. Also, like, And the fact that you can't, like, I hate that you can't delete replies to you on Blue Sky. So even if you hide them, they're still there for other people to just be like, what's hidden under here? Oh, look, a horrible reply. And then everyone sees that. Because I know it, like, hiding it doesn't take away that it's happened. But I'd rather, I guess I'm the sort of person who, if someone comments something horrible, I just want to be like, let's just nuke this. Whereas I know other people will be like, I'm going to name and shame and share this. Whereas I'm like, I would rather reward positive interaction and try and foster things that way, rather than, I feel like if you share negative, then sometimes it encourages people to get attention by being negative, if that makes sense. So Threads is like the Twitter extension of Instagram, so you can block, ban, and delete to your heart's content. Maybe I should embrace Threads. But yeah, I did a post on Blue Sky because I was like, this place is meant to be the nice place. So I was like, I'll reach out and see if I can meet fellow creators who are vegan, and because it would be nice to, because Veganuary is coming up, and maybe it'd be nice to do like a Veganuary collab or something like that. And so I posted that, and just immediately was just sent like pictures of upsetting things, dead animals, recipes to, things I don't want to talk about, stuff like that. And I was just like, okay. It's like, why did I do these? And then I was like, okay, I've learnt my lesson. Don't say the V word. The V word always attracts abuse. So I just won't do it. So then all I did was post a picture of, I was like, I'll give it a few days, let it cool down, and then I'll go back to using it how I normally would use it. So I let it cool down. I posted a picture of Gerry because he'd fallen asleep and he was very cute. Didn't mention the V word, and just said like, here's my bunny, he's fallen asleep. And immediately I get comments like, I have rabbit for Thanksgiving and all of this stuff, and just more of the same. And I was like, literally, like, my whole point of being online is to share knowledge about bunnies and love of bunnies and educate people about looking after bunnies. And that's difficult to do. If people are, and for those ones, there were like 3 comments that I blocked, reported, hid. I went through all of the like proper things you're meant to do and all of that stuff. But it's tiring. Whereas on Instagram, I could literally just delete it and then it would be gone, and I could block that person. That's it. So I think that's why I just sort of feel like Instagram is personally more of a safe space for me. That, and I've never had anything bad on there. So maybe my view is a bit skewed. Whereas I imagine if you're, a bigger creator, you probably do get stuff like that. Like there's a guy I follow called Life Like Charlie, and he gets stuff all the time being like, you abuse your dogs, and he really does not. Stuff like that. So I guess the bigger you get, the worse it can be to control. But the For You page on Twitter is Twitter is, I've given up with it now. I will post, I'll retweet, Jingle Jam stuff on there and try and boost other people on there. But other than that, I'm just like, no, I've given up with it now. But yes, it is stinky. So I'm sort of, maybe I'll give Threads a go. Maybe it'll be all right. But yeah, it's like, it's a bit of a, I do feel that with the move over to Blue Sky, a lot of nasties have followed. Yeah, it's like that thing of people being like, if you don't like this place, you should leave. Hang on, they're leaving. Wait, let us come with you. Okay, we're going to make this place bad now too. It's like, no. But I guess the problem is, you're going to have stinky people everywhere. And I think that for me is why maybe it seems a bit dictatorial, but I want to have a space where I can just I want to have a place where I can nuke people if I don't like them. But you know what I mean. I don't want to have to sit knowing that a comment is there and that other people can see it and all of that stuff. I want to just be able to, get rid of it completely, personally. But I guess you could argue that, maybe part of educating people about what it's like to care for bunnies, maybe part of that is showing the nasty side of it. And I think that, the thing for me that is just the pure irony of it all is when you get this stereotype of when you block people on Blue Sky, nobody can see them replying to you. Oh, that is good to know. So hopefully all the replies I've had recently have gone. But yeah, when you get the stereotype of people being like, vegans try and force their beliefs on everyone, and I can't even use the word on social media without getting several responses of people sharing upsetting images. I'm like, yeah, it's really not. It's really not me being the problem here, I feel. Dear oh dear. Just wanted to say I recently discovered you through Jingo Down streams. I'm also a bun mum. Your morning stream is my favourite. I will always advocate for buns. I love them. I love these buns. Please tell your bunnies I love them. You can also... Oh yeah, that is one of the things about Blue Sky, is that if someone quote bloops you, I don't really know what a post on Blue Sky is called. If they, do like a quote thingy and you don't like it, you can just detach it and their thing will just... I think, doesn't it have quite a sassy little response that's like, reply or post removed by the author, so that you know that they didn't want you quoting it. So I think on that side of things it is nice. And to be honest, they are quite new. Skeets and quote skeets. Wait a minute. That just reminds me of that song that I get stuck in my head every Christmas. The one that's like, from the window to the hole. And then it goes, skeet, skeet, while the sweat drops off my... Yeah, that song. It gets stuck in my head all the time. And I'm like, don't sing it on stream. Don't sing it on stream. Need more Bad Santa. I keep hoping that the person who wrote Bad Santa is going to drop another banger. What's their name? Like Rocco... It's Rocco something. Although I feel like Big Bad Santa just goes so hard, I don't think they could make another one. Why did I go so hard on my first Jingle Cats? When will I learn? But yes, Morocco's Modern Life, is that their surname? Is that the one about the raccoon? Is that... Do you know, actually, speaking of cartoons, I watched, for the first time last night, Alex was doing his PP podcast. So I was like, I just want to... I actually plan to fall asleep on the sofa. Oh, he's a wallaby. Wait, no. Who's the platypus? Oh, no, that's Perry. Who... Oh, yeah. So I was like, I'll just curl up on the sofa and maybe I'll fall asleep to something. And I watched the first episode of Bee and Puppy Cat. And the animation is beautiful. I love the colour palette of it. But I didn't get to finish the first episode, and then Alex came downstairs and was like, we're meant to be going around our friend's house. Get out of your pyjamas. Get off the sofa. Get out from under the blanket. I was like, oh. It's a cartoon that Nosy does one of the voices for. I didn't get to hear him, so I don't know I don't know when you get to hear him, but at some point you do. But yeah, I didn't finish the first episode. I was just doing that thing of like scrolling through Netflix to find something to be a bit snoozy to. I watched on Netflix. I really wish, here's my first world problem rant for the day. I wish that ITV, this is where one of you tells me that they do, but I wish that ITV had an app on PlayStation so that I could curl up on the sofa and watch Poirot and Miss Marple. And also the Sonic movie. The one on Netflix assumes you watched the YouTube already. Wait. Does it start, are there earlier episodes sort of thing? That is the dream. Oh, is there a web browser on PlayStation? It's Alex's PlayStation, and I use it for Netflix and Now TV and Disney, depending which one we have that month. But I never actually use it for the purpose of a PlayStation. Get an Amazon Fire Stick for your telly. Ooh. But yeah, it's your TV doesn't have apps. I have no idea. I only ever use the TV as a I go onto it, I press HDMI 2, and that's the PlayStation, and that's all I know how to do on my TV. So maybe it has an app on it. Truth be told, I've never checked. I think maybe the is there a Netflix button on the remote? Maybe there are. Maybe it does have apps on it. How old is your TV? Younger than 7 years. Maybe younger than 6 years. I bet you it has ITVX. Oh my gosh. If it does, that's a game changer. Because that it must have apps. Because yeah, we've lived in this house. It'll be 7 years next year, and we bought that TV in this house. So I'm pretty sure. Oh baby. Oh baby boy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into this, because if I can sit downstairs under a blankie and watch Poirot, then I will be very happy. If it's bigger than Rithian's TV, then it has apps. I mean, from this far back, it's about the same size. But when you get closer, it does get bigger. Honest. But yes, I'll have to have a peek at that. I don't actually know. Literally, the only buttons on the control I know are how to get it to HDMI 2. But I don't actually know. How would I find an app on a TV? I've got a microwave too, you know. A home button. Ooh, I'm going to have to actually look at what buttons there are on my remote control. This is when I break something and Alex comes home like, what did you do? I was going to head in to do a song with Longest Johns tonight. But, about being Puppy Cat, it sort of summarizes the YouTube episodes and moves on past them. Okay. Because for mine, it felt like it started on a starter episode. Because it introduced Why do you have fur missing on your ear, young man? Where's that gone? Has Fifi just nibbled a bit of your fluff off? Where's that gone? What have you done with it? It started by introducing Puppy Cat. So I assumed it was the first one. Unless there's more backstory stuff with B. It did, but I suggest watching from the start. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh. Vivi, did you nibble Gerry's ear? Was this you? Vivi? What are you doing? There's no pellets in that. Please don't push the bowl off. Thank you. Yeah, I think this year they've sort of asked if people will do, like, will like suggest or select a song before we go in. And I sort of selected one, and now I'm thinking I might chicken out and just ask if I can do backing vocals instead, because I'm too baby. I don't think I can lead a song. So yeah, we shall see. We'll see how brave I'm feeling tonight. Get them to cover Big Bad Santa. I'll ask them if they know Good Lookin' by Dixon Dallas. I mean, that's country, but, you know, that's just the shanties of Texas, if you think about it. I'll be there to cheer you on. I think what you mean, Katie, is you will be there to sing a song with your beautiful voice whilst I swoon in awe at your amazing voice. Longest Johns are coming here next year. Oh, that is exciting. It should be off camera singing in the corner. No. Katie is denying us her wonder. I am Sanj. I've noticed that Gerry has a bit of a mat by his bum. So as soon as this stream is finished, I'm going to grab the scissors and hope that he lets me cut it out. And he is going to be very unimpressed by this. But he does not know this yet. Hello, Fifi. Maybe you can run distraction whilst I do it. If you give him kisses whilst I do it, he might not notice. Oh, bless her. Bless her. Well, I guess it is time for me to run away and for you to go and start watching day 4 of the Jingly Jams. Cecilia, thank you very much for the bits. Thank you. That's very kind of you. And yeah, I've got to go and start getting my Minecraft ready to take part in that thing later. So yeah, from 2 till 5, I'll be doing the Minecraft thingy with Spiff, for Spiff. My team, I think, is... Wait, I don't know if the teams are announced. Maybe I'm not allowed to say the teams. Maybe I should say the teams to get the hype. I don't know. What are the rules? But my team is very lovely. Suffice to say. I'll tease one name. I'm with Ben. Ben is very lovely. The other two, you'll have to wait to find out. There you go. I also leaked that it's teams of 4. Don't know if that's a known thing. I really should go and read the information about it. Ben, on account of Bingo Ben, has died. It's a skeleton. Rob, you're good to start the raid. But yes, everyone, have a very lovely rest of your day. Enjoy the Jingle Jams and take care of yourself. And yeah, I shall be back at 2. I'll let you know if someone is streaming our perspective, and if not, I guess I will step up and do it. But yeah, I get very scared having to do more than one thing at once, because that's outside of my skill set. But But yeah, look after yourselves, everyone. Stay cozy. And thoughts and prayers for the Advent calendar on this trying day. It may lose another door today. You never know. Depends how feisty these two are feeling. It is outside my comfort zone. This is true. Roll credits. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Oh, you gonna get a second flop before the end? Maybe a little Fifi flop? No. I think she's searching for treats in the carpet. No. That's okay. Sleepy boy, still sleepy. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. A boop.